All right, so we'll wait for Don. We can start our own second episode of Zombie SquadCAST.
What the fuck is Don?
Don will join in on episode 3 probably a little bit, but
What, he's got a meeting at 10 o'clock at night?
Don's got a meeting from like 8 to 10. Mickey LaFell.
About what?
I think it's about sales with his sales team.
I thought everything was shut down.
He has an online store. So yeah,
Who's delivering this stuff?
Huh?
Who's delivering the stuff?
I don't know. FedEx? I don't know.
Amazon?
Probably.
Because he's not seeing clients right now, right?
I think he is working with the client, yeah. One. Yeah. Yeah, man. So this is, I guess, this will be the episode number 2 is Zombie SquadCast. I got MC TechFall, aka superhero of the DC Fire Department, over here on the live stream. Hey, turn your phone the other way. Ah, that's better. Okay, so tell us what's going on. How are you dealing with the quarantine, the coronavirus, the COVID-19, all that stuff? What's new?
I mean, I'm not in quarantine, but we just had 10 members tested positive for COVID-19 and 141 members in quarantine. So we're just, we're dealing with it. Taking precautions, getting in PPE, staying within 6 feet of the patient. That's been, so we don't get exposed. We're just taking the right precautions and trying to stay safe.
Have you been, have you dealt with a lot of cases?
I mean, there was a case yesterday that our firehouse went to treat a patient that was confirmed COVID-19. So they had to don in full PPE. Just, staying 6 feet away and just taking the right precautions. So, I mean, that's all pretty much we can do. We got fitted for the N95 mask.
M95, what'd you call it?
The N95 mask. To prevent any exposure. So we've all been test fitted for the N95 mask.
Right. So are you saying N as in Nancy?
Yeah, N95. It's part of the PPE that we have to wear so we don't get exposed to COVID-19.
Is it like the paper mask?
No, it's got more protection than that paper mask. So it has a tighter seal.
Is this it?
Yeah, it's the blue mask.
Okay.
The greenish blue mask. So everybody's been fitted for the N95.
Right. Okay.
It's got an airtight seal on there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's a higher level of PPE, to prevent exposure.
Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt.
That's the precautions that we're taking.
Yeah, you got to take all those precautions.
And then
you can't be playing around in these times right now, Holmes.
So we actually have a COVID-19 bag that we have. It has the suit that we have to don. Also has the N95 mask. If we have a gown. If we have to down full PPE gear, then we break out that bag. pretty much it.
Yep.
Precautions that we're taking.
I dig it.
And everybody, before we enter the firehouse, we have to take our temperature and log it into the journal before we can step into the firehouse. And any visitors that come to the firehouse, they have to take their temperature and log it into the journal. And when you exit the firehouse, you have to take your temperature and note and log any flu-like symptoms as well to prevent any exposure. That's pretty much what measurements we're taking.
Rocking, man. So are you pulling any overtime over there at the tidal basin?
No, they shut all that. They shut all the tidal basin down.
Because I know they got the National Guard out there, like blocking it off or whatever.
Yeah, it's all shut down now. It wasn't, because there was a ton of people out there over the weekend, but they shut it down.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep.
And then I guess, going into effect, only non-essential businesses, all non-essential businesses will be closed down.
Yeah.
So in DC.
Okay.
So it's just taking one step further. Like your Walmart will still be open because that's an essential place of business. Home Depot, stuff like that will be open. But any barbershops, any restaurants, bars, pretty much already been shut down.
Yeah, I tried to teach the wife how to cut my hair, man, and it's a hack job, dude.
Everybody's gonna have to start shaving their heads again.
Butcher job. I'm about to start, man, because I showed her a YouTube video on how to do a high fade, and it looks okay. Her sister came over, her parents came over. They were like, your hair looks good. And I'm looking in the mirror like, yo, I'm about to buzz this shit in a second. It's about to be a fucking buzz. Her hair is so long. I mean, she has great hair, so she still looks beautiful. But I was like, I need a fucking haircut, because if I get activated, I still have to be clean shaven and a haircut in regs. And she's like, I don't know how to do a high fade. I'm like, I'm about to take my barber kit and Bruce Willis my shit. And she's like, no, babe, no. And I'm like, you better learn how to do a fucking high fade, man. You better learn how to do a high fade for me, babe, or I'm fucking Bruce Willis in this shit. And it only takes me like 3 minutes to fucking buzz it.
It'll save you $10.
Save me. Well, see, now that I'm living in North Potomac, I'm a little upscale now, or I was before the quarantine, and I was going to the Potomac barbershop. It's like $20 with tip, but it is what it is.
You're living that high life over in the Gurg.
Over in the Gurg.
You're living Gurgalicious.
Over Gurgalicious right now, baby. Except I'm fucking trapped in the house, man. I'm living as well as you are right now. I'm living about as well as anybody else right now. Trapped in the house, stuck in the house, feeling like the fucking Shining right now. So, what are you gonna do?
Hopefully, you got enough beers to last you.
Nope, we got plenty of wine. We got plenty of vodka. I got to go out and get some more beer, and then Clorox wipe each bottle in each can.
These people are idiots, man. They're crushing the economy, man, by buying all this crap.
Hey, right now is the time to buy stocks, man. There's so many stocks out there. I was telling Mickey last night, there's so much stocks out there to buy right now. At 15 cents a stock, 25 cents a stock, because in a year, this shit's going to skyrocket. In less than a year, it's going to skyrocket back to $1 to $2 to whatever the previous price was. So
what are you investing in? Charmin Ultra?
I should have invested in Clorox. I should have invested in Johnson & Johnson or whatever. But you know what I should have invested in? Procter & Gamble. Because people are doing nothing but either gonna make babies or get divorced. So I don't know if there's any law firms I can invest in, but Procter & Gamble makes Pampers, makes baby products. And there's going to be a fuckload of babies born in the next 9 to 12 months. That's all they're doing is drinking and fucking. So
are you going to be part of that?
No, I already had my kid. I got a leap.
That don't mean nothing.
I got a leap year Corona baby.
That doesn't mean anything.
No.
You can have a baby, then have another one.
Well, we just had our baby, February 29th. Brought him home on like the 4th or 5th. But she still has to have like, so the kid's 3 weeks old now, but she had a C-section. So that's like 6 to 7 weeks of recovery. So there's none of that right now. So maybe in April, maybe in May, I think.
I mean, who knows when she's going back to work?
I don't think she's going back. So she's a 3rd grade teacher. I don't think she's going back to work this year. I don't think she's going back to work this school year.
No, definitely not.
But she's already on maternity leave, so it wouldn't have mattered either way.
Yeah, so it just worked out. It worked out great.
It did work out. I think in the long run, it did work out great for us because financially it's not so good because, as you know, I'm an AV guy, film, TV, acting, AV and events, live streaming, which involves events with people that you're going to go film or live stream it. And
everybody's hiding.
Everyone's hiding. Dude, all the gigs that I used to go to at hotels and at conference centers and live stream, all those people are doing what we're doing now, just Zoom calls. So if I could somehow get out there that I know how to set up a camera and set up like your little Zoom and charge them a tiny little bit of money, I could probably make some money. But luckily I saved money. I had some really good gigs in the past that are like, there's some residuals there and there's a lot of savings that I did. And that's what I'm working on right now is savings and residuals. And I'm just sitting at home, working at home, trying to complete some passion projects to get those picked up or sold or pitched or whatever. Just do a Zoom podcast.
Works out pretty good. It's pretty easy.
Talk about current affairs or something, or some such nonsense.
Talking about all the people buying up toilet paper and ramen noodles. Like, dude, do you really need 100 ramen noodles in your life?
Bro, I just saw on TikTok and Facebook, this lady has a dope ass recipe for like some beef stew or some chicken stew. Crushed up ramens, use the season packets, throw in some, cooked meat, boil it, stew it up. She said, this can feed 5 people and it costs about $4. So it's less than $1 a person to feed them.
That was probably the same person that was buying 100 boxes of ramen noodles.
Yeah. No bullshit, yeah. One breast of meat, dice it up, saute that, and then throw it in the big stew. Ramen chicken stew or ramen beef stew. If you got like ground beef or steak or whatever, steak cutlets.
Dude, it's gonna take those stores forever to restock again.
Not at all, dude. Though you'll be surprised. There's a Trader Joe's. There's a Trader Joe's that's like all stocked up. There's a lot of grocery stores that actually got stocked up and they're back to normal. I mean, I'm pretty sure you got your few psychos.
Yeah, but your Walmart got demolished.
Mine did.
Every Walmart got demolished.
I think every Walmart did get demolished.
Like, it's going to take them forever to get back up to speed.
Oh, yeah. I don't think it's going to take forever to get back up to speed, dude, because you still got drivers, you still got delivery folks. They're probably implementing the same PPE standards that you are, the fire department, because everyone wants to stay healthy. Shit, bro. I have a mask just like this fucking N95. I got the N95. Yeah, I got a bunch of pretty good masks myself.
Dude, you should just don your gas mask, bro. Just walk around with that.
Yeah. The unit has it. I don't have it here at the house.
And you know what? the whole world loves it, man. Like TikTok and all your social media extravaganzas that you're on. They all love it. They're loving it.
Yeah.
It's so much exposure. Like, and people are just having fun with it, you know? They're just like, they're loving it.
Yeah.
COVID-19. They're going to be talking about this for like the next 20 years. But hey, do you remember what happened when remember Y2K?
Y2K was 20 years ago.
People were buying so many
Everything.
generators.
Everything.
It was crazy during Y2K. A lot of people don't remember Y2K.
I remember.
I worked at Lowe's hardware store during Y2K, and they bought every single generator and every flashlight and every candle out of that joint.
My dad was like, don't buy shit. My mom was a little freaked out. My dad was like, don't fucking fall for the hype. And what happened? Nothing.
It was a hoax.
Nothing. Well, it was like COVID, where it wasn't a hoax, bro. Because COVID's not a hoax, and Y2K was not a hoax. It was way too much hype. It was way too much fear building and hype building. Some systems did go down, and they fixed it within 24 to 48 hours. It wasn't the whole year. It wasn't like the end of the universe. They
thought that everything was going to crash. The stock market was going to go to shit.
The worst crash was like a week long, and then they found all their data, and they got it up and running. There were some computers that were confused. Yes, there was like 2 or 3 different software companies that built the Y2K software fix to add the extra digits that they needed to all the backlogged shit, right? And they charged billions for this fucking software. But that's pretty much what fixed it. They fucking gouged them, and they look like greedy sons of bitches.
I mean, whoever put stock into those generator companies made a buttload.
But that was then, dude. Hey, look, I mean, if I was to give you a stock tip right now, it would be look at all the 10 cent, 20 cent, 30 cent stocks and buy like 15 to 20 bucks worth of them. What's 20 bucks? No one's going out and drinking right now. So spend your bar tab that you would normally spend at the bar right now on stocks. And they'll turn 20 to 30 bucks into like 300, 400 bucks. That's my stock tip right now, because there's a shitload of stocks out there right now that are plummeting.
Is that your JT Marlin stock tip?
That's my JT Marlin stock tip right now.
JT Marlin?
JT Marlin. Yep.
You selling fake stocks over there?
I'm not. No, it's not fake stocks, dude. JCPenney's like 25 cents right now. No one's buying cologne and no one's buying fancy clothes right now, but they will.
And gas prices have dropped tremendously.
Chesapeake Energy is down. Chesapeake Energy is way the fuck down. But guess what? In a year, when people are going out and partying, going to Ocean City, going to Eastern Shore, going to North Beach, going to Annapolis, Chesapeake Energy is going to skyrocket.
Going to the Gerg? When people are taking a vacation to Gaithersburg?
Ken Island? Just saying. A lot of rich-ass white people in fucking Annapolis and Ken Island, Eastern Shore.
So where are you going when all this settles down? Where are you going?
Where am I going?
Where are you going?
I'm going back to work. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go back to work. I'm going to tell you why. Everything that was canceled today is going to get picked up in August. But everything that was scheduled in April, May, June, July, August, September is getting pushed back because of everything that has to get made up. Dude, there's not going to be enough techs out here to fucking handle it. So I can charge a little bit more than the normal fucking day rate of a tech. Man, this is going to be my third straight. This is going to be my third straight show. I haven't slept in 48 hours. I'm going to have to charge you a little bit more a day, a little bit more a day, a little bit more. And hey, dude, I'm going to start investing in C4 and Red Bull and coffee. And I'm just going to be working fucking OT, 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 OT. Just saying, everything that got, if it wasn't canceled, it was postponed. So 50% of the shit was canceled. The other 50% was postponed. Awesome Con, I told you about Awesome Con, right?
Yeah, what about all that? What's going on?
Awesome Con was supposed to be May 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. It's now December 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or something like that. It's the 1st or 2nd weekend of December. Everything is getting pushed. Nobody wants to cancel their shit, but they don't want to hold it right now. They don't want to get sick, so they're postponing it. But still, they're pushing it into dates that was already supposed to have something else, so that's going to get pushed back, and then that's going to get pushed back. So starting August 1st, it's going to be nonstop work for 2 straight years. You know how with film and TV and AV and live streaming and Tekken, there's always the down season in August, and there's always the down season in the fall. There's always a down season with Thanksgiving to New Year's. No more down season, dude. All these people, they have to make up their events. Maybe they have to, maybe they don't. I don't know, but it's going to be a fuckload of work starting August, because I'm pretty sure they'll have shit figured out in August, and they're going to have way more, like ways of fixing this, that, and the other thing.
Yeah, they'll have to figure all that stuff out whenever they get a vaccine or whatever.
I mean, apparently it takes a year to put together a vaccine, but
I don't know how long this is going to last.
Well, dude, the coronavirus is it's like a super flu. It's always going to be here, just like AIDS is a virus.
Yeah, just like back in the day in 2009 when they had the swine flu. Remember?
I think we all have swine flu now, because
and then we had the bird flu.
Yeah.
That happened.
But we all have had it now. Right?
But it's just another strand. But
the problem right now is that it's a super strand. Because what Mickey was telling me the other night is that the coronavirus was like made in some it was a fluke happening in some zoo in China. I don't know the history of the coronavirus. That's why we got
yeah, it's like the Spanish flu that happened a long time ago. Like way back in the day when that happened. Mm-hmm. This is just another strand. That's all. It's just affecting people differently. Which is causing respiratory distress, fever, kind of flu-like symptoms.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Except you're having respiratory distress with it. So.
Right. No, I understand that, but like. Hold on a second. I'm going to look this shit up. Is there a Wikipedia for it?
Yeah, there is. If you go on there, if you just Google it, you can find all the information that you need in reference to the coronavirus.
Excuse me.
I wonder what the stock's looking like on Corona Extra, Corona Light, and Corona Extra.
Bro,
it probably plummeted.
Why did they call it Corona? Why did they do that?
It probably dive bombed.
Why? But I don't understand why they called it Corona. I don't understand what the thinking, what the naming process behind calling it that.
I don't know. I don't know where that comes from.
All right, so here, look, I can. Is this it? I guess this is it. So you see these graphs and shit like that?
Yeah.
So it says here there have been various theories as to where the first ever case or patient zero may have originated. The first known case of the novel coronavirus was traced back to December 1st, 2019, in Wuhan, Hubei, China. A later unconfirmed claim citing Chinese government documents suggests that the first victim was a 55-year-old man who fell ill November 2019. Within the next month, the number of coronavirus cases in Hubei gradually increased to a couple of hundred before rapidly increasing in January 2020. New Year's Eve 2019, the virus had caused enough cases of unknown pneumonia to be reported to health authorities in Wuhan, the capital of Hubei province, to trigger an investigation. These were mostly linked to the Hunan seafood wholesale market, goddamn, which also sold live animals. Thus, the virus is thought to have a zoonotic origin. During the early stage, the number of cases doubled, approximately, and I think we know the rest. So there's that, man. So, I mean, it is what it is, dude. But, you know, what are you going to do, bro? You want to be a baller, shot caller, brawler?
Just got to deal with it.
Just
let it take its course.
Just man up. Don't be a bitch. Drinking out of cups, being bitches. You know what I'm saying? So glad to hear that you're keeping all the safety precautions, and glad to hear you're out there working the streets, being a superhero that you are, DC fireman. So
yeah, how's the National Guard taking it?
So luckily for me, and again, I was talking to Mickey about this the other night on the first premiere episode of Zombie SquadCAST. But right now, DC National Guard's been on a voluntary basis, and so with respect to the National Guard and doing my duty, I also got a 3-week-old here at the house, a wife that's still recovering from birth and a C-section, and a 3-week-old. So, I mean, I've done plenty of duties in the past with the National Guard, as you well know, deployed once,
Yeah.
and a bunch of other, missions and duties with the Guard. If they make it mandatory, I'm gonna be the first one in line. But right now it's been voluntary, so I've volunteered because right now it's mandatory. I'm staying home with the kid, looking after the kid, making sure he's safe and healthy, feeding him, splitting duties with the wife, because if I was to be activated and work the streets with the Guard in this whole coronavirus outbreak pandemic, the wife respectfully said, "Hey, I'm moving in with the parents, taking the kid to the parents. We're going to stay there because God knows what I'm going to come in contact with." And so after I'm done with my mission, we'll just have to sit back and wait and see if I come up with any symptoms. And if I don't, she'll come back. She'll like, okay, back to mommy and daddy duties and the three of us and baby duties and all that stuff. So, which I totally respect. I mean, and that's just the way it is. I don't want the baby to get sick. I don't want her to get sick. If it was mandatory for me to do duties with the National Guard. Now, as of right now, it's strictly voluntary. So I'm staying home. I'm gonna stay healthy so I can make sure my baby boy's healthy and my wife, et cetera, et cetera. Lifting weights, working from home, working on our passion projects, Rogues Gallery, Sinister Infinite, a couple of short films, writing a shitload of scripts. So with that being said, what else have you been doing during this pandemic, quarantine, non-mandatory quarantine? You watch anything? What was the last thing you watched or read?
I've been watching Tiger King, the new documentary on Netflix.
Tiger King on okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Tell me about it.
I'm on like the third season, or just started season or episode 4. So it's about Joe Exotic, and he had all those exotic animals that were big cats.
Now, is it true? So this is definitely on my watch list.
Yeah, it's good. It's good so far. It's interesting.
Yeah, like I saw some of the stuff.
It's like the new big thing on Netflix right now.
It's number one. It's number one trending on Netflix right now. I know.
Yeah.
But like this guy's apparently a cult leader, a polygamist. I mean, tell us about the show.
I mean, he has a beef with like, animal rights activists, and he has a beef with this woman Carol, who that's how he ended up in prison. Right now, he's serving 22 years in prison for apparently like setting up a plot to have that woman Carol murdered. So, which never went down. She never got murdered, but he was basically hired a hitman for $3,000 to kill that woman. So they have an ongoing beef with each other because they're both in the big cat animals, and Joe owned a zoo. So yeah, he's got like 2 husbands. He's a very weird individual.
Wait a minute.
Very weird guy.
Wait a minute. This guy has 2 husbands?
Yeah, that's the picture right there.
And wives? Doesn't he have a bunch of wives too?
No, just he's gay. So he has 2 husbands.
Okay. I haven't started watching the show. I know he's a polygamist, but I didn't know it was with other.
Yeah, and then he tried to run for president, and then he was talking about running for governor of Oklahoma. So, yeah, it's definitely an interesting show. Yeah, and then like he had like an alligator farm or something, and somebody was an arsonist, set that joint on fire. So that's what he was after. Like he was giving somebody $10,000 if they can find the arsonist who burned down his alligator farm. It's interesting. He's an interesting character.
No shit. Yeah, I'm definitely interested in watching. It's definitely on my watch.
Yeah, he has like 150. He had 150 big cats.
On what property? And it's in like Louisiana or something, right?
Yeah, it was in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So
it was called GW Zoo.
Yeah, maybe Mickey's been there. You think Mickey's been there before in Oklahoma?
I don't know, maybe. Yeah, 150 like lions and tigers
and bears. Oh my!
Bears and snow leopards and pumas and all types of crazy stuff over there.
He's got elephants too, right?
Yeah. What? Yeah, he had like $1 million lawsuit going on too.
Yeah. Well, I saw that in the trailer, like lawsuits galore, crazy cult type shit. Like he's in a cult.
Yeah, and that the arsonist burned down his property.
I can't wait to watch it. I mean, it's on, like I said, it's on my watch list. I got so much shit. That is the downside and the upside to all the live streaming, all the content we have out there. Netflix.
And he had a studio too. They burned his studio up as well. The arson did.
A rap studio?
No. He's a country singer as well.
Oh, that's right.
Like he was a country singer, and then he also had like a TV studio.
Didn't he have like 150 music videos or something?
Yeah, something crazy.
Why are we not on that level, dog?
I mean, shit, he's in jail right now.
Well, he is in jail. So
I mean, he's serving 22 years in prison.
I love a tiger. I love me a tiger.
But that's like the talk of the town right now is that show, Tiger King.
Well, I think it's rated
The documentary.
I think it's the #1 trending thing on Netflix right now, yeah. But like I said, man, oh, dude, I mean, it's a perfect time. It's a perfect time. No, it's not a perfect time. It sucks that we're being quarantined. It's this whole coronavirus thing fucking sucks. I guess to an extent, yes, it is kind of somewhat scary times, but you know, if it was remember the 1990s, the 1980s, even the early 2000s, we would probably be losing our fucking minds. But the fact that we got Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, YouTube, what the fuck else do I have? Pluto, Tubi, Crackle, Shudder.
And then your gaming systems, like your
Gaming,
Xbox,
video games, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, something or other. There's so much to keep us occupied.
and your iPhones,
Instagram,
your laptops,
Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook. So now we've got like an outlet to keep us docile and occupied. I mean, some might say that that's brainwashing. It's whatever. But at the same time, back in the day, the VHSs, even the DVDs, but remember VHSs and having to pop in a VHS? Got to sit there for like 5 minutes to wait for that shit to rewind to watch the goddamn movie again.
That's why Blockbuster was always.
But dude, Blockbuster would have to close because of the coronavirus pandemic. You would not be able to go get a fucking new movie to watch. You'd be watching He Got Game and Half Baked over and over and over again. And
Or you'd be playing board games and cards.
I mean, that's kind of fun. Me and the wife are about to start working on a puzzle. But me and the wife have a 3-week-old. So we haven't done shit. Bro, it took us, I think, a day and a half to watch the movie Knives Out. Which brings me to another thing. You know what's kind of dope, though? All the movies that are in the theater, they're dumping them straight to on demand now. It sucks, but it's kind of cool, but still, like, who the fuck wants a pandemic? Who wants a quarantine?
I mean, if you got that big screen TV in your living room, it's great.
Yep. Yep. That's for sure, man. That's for sure. That is for absolutely sure. I mean,
if you have a 15-inch screen, that joint sucks. We'll watch this on my 15-inch screen.
Oh, fuck that, man. Fuck that. We're going to my house. I got a 60-inch screen. You know what I'm saying? I mean, dude. And so, like, I've been looking and back to, like, you know, how people are doing their gigs now. All the commercials that they're shooting now, they're looking for voiceover artists. What are you watching over there?
Nothing.
Am I hearing myself?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But, yeah. I'm getting some feedback. You got headphones or something?
Nope.
Okay. Do you have your system upstairs? You don't have your system upstairs, do you? Your whole studio is at your grandfather's, isn't it?
No, I haven't. I thought you were talking about something else.
Well, we'll get to that later. We'll get to that later. But it's fine. I mean, it's still working, but I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, but all of like the live streaming that I used to do, I'm seeing those people still doing it, but they're doing it like this, like Zoom, like just from their laptop at home. They're not going anywhere. They ain't doing shit.
Yeah, they're not doing anything, man.
Like, let me see if I can pull something up here. I don't, but yeah.
So how have you been staying in contact with people? I mean, being cooped up in the house.
Text, Instagram, Facebook, I mean, email. It sucks because, you know, like my mom is not as tech savvy as we are. So that's like a phone call.
And she can't jump on Zoom.
No.
I heard a lot of people are using Zoom, man.
They are. They are. Thank you.
Like Joe Rogan's on Zoom now. Really? Joe Rogan's show is on Zoom?
I think
okay.
I think Joe Rogan still has people coming into the studio, bro.
Does he have to take their temperature and have them sign in a sheet?
I would.
And said, do you have any flu-like symptoms?
I would. No, he's still got people coming.
I'd be on his show with an N95 mask on.
He's still got people coming in to the studio. Like,
Joe, I like you, but I don't want to catch what you got, bro.
Well, as of today, he's still having people come in the studio, but God bless him for that. I mean, you know, but like we said, we're all eventually going to get this COVID. We all have to stay away from it until there's a vaccine or something. But yeah, man. You know, it's just whatever. It is what it is. But I mean, he's still got people coming in his studio. I don't know if they're taking temperatures or not, but I mean, like, yeah, man. I'm staying in contact, dude. I mean, you and I are pretty technically savvy, dude. You know, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I don't know if you still use MySpace, but sure. FaceTime, but FaceTime, text messages, emails, phone calls. I got an iPhone. Skype, Google Hangouts, Zoom, WhatsApp. I mean, I'm trying to work out as much as possible. I'm trying to stay fit. I still go running around the block. I mean, social distancing. If you go like this, if you put your arms out like this, and they do it, and that's how far away you stay away from them.
It's 6 feet.
Yeah, so like 6. So if I was to do this, and then they were to do it the same, that's 6 feet. I like to air high five people. High five. I'm losing my muscles, man. My muscles are fucking shriveling away.
You're getting weak.
Getting weak as fuck, dude. After this kid, all I'm doing is holding a kid like this. So it's like all shoulder work.
And a dad bod. Hey, dad bods are in. Fit guys are out.
Yeah, right. Get real.
You know that? The fit guys are out.
Yeah, right. Get real.
No woman likes a fit guy. They're like a fat guy with a dad bod.
Yeah, okay. If you say so, I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. But yeah, man.
So a lot of women have mom bods.
A lot of women do have mom bods. I see you're over there drinking that Miller Lite, staying fit.
No, it's vitamin water.
Or
coconut water.
Or coconut milk. Yeah, I see that. With a couple of shots of vodka.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, sounds like we're coming to a close, and I'll leave it at that. It was great having MC TechFall on the second episode here on Zombie SquadCast, right here on Zombie Squad, right here on Dead On Pictures.
On Zoom.
right here on Zoom. But Zombie SquadCast, check us out. Subscribe, like, share. TechFall, you got any socials? You got any promotions you want to put out there? Any plugs?
No, really, not really promotions. Just I just want everybody to stay safe and if you quarantine, just stay where you're at and just abide by the government or whatever they're telling you, because the shit is real. You know, they're not just advising people to stay inside for no reason. So, I mean, there's people getting exposed every day. There's new cases being developed or new people being tested positive. So, just keep a distance and stay safe. That's all I got.
That's all you got? That's all I got. Listen to what he said. Also, check him out. Check out TechFall on Instagram under Zombie Squad or TechFall. Check him out on TikTok under the same thing, TechFall and Zombie Squad. Check us out, Zombie Squad, Zombie SquadCast, Dead on Pictures, Instagram. All the socials and links are down below in the we're out here spaced out, man. It's quarantine. It's like The Shining. It's cabin fever. We're losing our fucking minds out here. So just follow us and hope you find this horse shit entertaining somehow. Subscribe, like, share, comment, ring the bell. See you next time.